The OnePlus 6 is here, and while I'm a big fan of the super reflective mirror black coloring, I kinda want to take a closer look at the design and, clarify some things. Let's get started. In the past, back with the OnePlus 1 and the OnePlus 2, OnePlus had their iconic red battery inside the phone for us all to enjoy during the teardown. It was visually impressive to the few of us who ever opened up their phone, but then they stopped. I'm going to use a lot of heat to soften the adhesive under the back mirror black glass, so we can see if the OnePlus has a recent change of heart and put some red back into the interior design. I'll use a suction cup to slip in my thin metal pry tool and start slicing through the adhesive under the glass. And then I'll use the instruction booklet to help keep the adhesive from re-adhering to the frame after it's cut. I guess instructions do come in handy every now and then. I should also say at this point that opening up your phone or doing any mods voids all the warranties on every single level, and OnePlus won't be able to help you if something goes wrong. So maybe don't try this at home. It is harder than it looks. Finally, with all the adhesive cut away, we get our first glimpse of the battery, and it's not red. Don't worry, I think I can still fix this. The fingerprint scanner unplugs under this metal latch, which has a nice red rubber accent, which looks cool, and I'll unclip it with my red pry tool, which also looks cool. But I'm unplugging a non-red battery and it's just not as cool. The green pull tab is convenient for easy battery removal. I do like that design. I'll do the full teardown review of the OnePlus 6 in another video though. I vote we bring back the red battery on our own. I asked Dbrand for a solution and they came to the rescue with some extra red phone skin material. This video isn't sponsored at all. Tweeting Dbrand is a lot like asking out a girl. You either get a yes or brutally rejected publicly. Either way, somehow they both still end up with all your money. I peeled off the adhesive backing on the skin and lined it up with the top edge of the battery. With how thin and flexible this material is, I doubt it'll put any stress or add any heat to the battery itself. I'll flatten it out and chop off some of the excess along the edges and fold it over so we have the bold red battery from the past. Never settle, right? I'll get the battery all situated back up in the phone body, and funny enough, OnePlus actually includes stickers in the box with their translucent rubber case. I'm not sure if I like the big white sticker in the middle, but I'll leave it on for a second while we assess our options. Before anyone can truly enjoy the interior design of the OnePlus 6, we have to make the glass clear. I'll use a little heat to soften the adhesive holding the fingerprint scanner in place, then I can pull that off, along with the dual camera lens frame and the LED flash diffuser. The rest of the process is pretty simple. OnePlus has added a thin layer of film under the glass to give it some sense of depth and reflection. Once I get the peel started with my razor blade, I can pull it away in big chunks, leaving the glass pretty clean underneath. There are subtle curves along the glass side, so I'm taking special care not to put any pressure on those. Glass is glass after all. Getting an up-close look at the underside of the film, there's almost some hints of deep blue mixed in with the black, and that's probably what helps out with that depth effect. Luckily, I was able to get the rest of the black layer of reflective black film to pull off all at once, which was strangely satisfying. This is the sound of the phone losing all of its manufacturer warranties. The OnePlus logo and bottom text remained on the glass, which I think is pretty cool. The logo sits right over top of our newly red battery, and I feel like the white sticker now is rather distracting, so I'll just pull that off and stick it on something else later. A little bit of glass cleaner to get rid of any fingerprints, and then I can stick the camera lens back on, along with the flash diffuser. And finally, the fingerprint scanner, with its super long ribbon cable. A little bit of double-sided tape around the edges to keep out dust once I set the glass into place. There's definitely no water resistance anymore, but you win some and you lose some. I'll plug in the fingerprint scanner and latch it down with this tiny metal tab and red rubber accents. Then the phone and the glass get safely sandwiched back together. And in my opinion, this just might be the best looking clear phone I've ever made. Bold and beautiful. The red and black combined with the high-tech internals of the OnePlus 6 just looks pretty good. Tossing on the included case from OnePlus turned it more translucent, kinda like HTC's U11, but I'm sure there's other cases out there that are more transparent. You can choose from those as well. I'm the type of guy who always has a case on my phone, but for this one, I might make an exception. It deserves to be shown off. Everything turns on and works like normal. What do you think of this clear color option? We can call it the OnePlus 6 Subtracted Edition, because we just, subtracted the color. I think it's a good idea. My Twitter followers got a sneak peek of the phone before